1970, we sure we did before fruit. Knowledge for selfish, for sure we did the work. Auditorium to basement of all faculty of law. We did represent, stand tall anywhere we go. Work hard and we shine, commitment, dedication. Neurosurgery, comedy, music, Nollywood. SOTK, Dr. Call, MC Casino. We did represent, stand tall anywhere we go. Great Uniben, great Uniben, great Uniben, great Uniben. Hello, viewers. Welcome to another episode of the Uniben Alumni Series. This is a show that celebrates alumni of the great University of Benin, men and women that are doing exploits in different areas and different fields of endeavors. And we have had those from the educational sector, from the infrastructure, from health, from sports, and a whole lot. And on today's episode, we have someone who is in sports management. Quite surprisingly, about a few years ago, just about 2 years ago, he established a female football club in Benin. That's an area that most people do not really go into, but he took the courage and he established that. And within this short time, successes have been recorded. We'll get into that, a whole lot of that conversation as we proceed. Let me quickly introduce our guest. Our guest today is Edose Osime. Osime is the director and founder of Braavos Female Football Club in Benin City. Thank you, brother, for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you. Very happy to be here.
Good. You are doing a lot. You are doing a great job. So we said we must have you on the show. And thank you for accepting our request to be on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Like other persons, I know they will be eager to ask. This is a terrain that is not, it's not common, or it's not friendly for a lot of people to delve into, but you did. What gave you that courage to establish a female football club, underage female football club, I guess? So what was that motivation for you?
Okay, let me start from a little. Let me give a little historical context.
Yeah.
Of how I got to this point. It all started from when I was in primary school, because I'm a Uniben boy through and through, from primary school, secondary school, and university.
Yeah.
And there was this girl in primary school then, but she stopped when she got to secondary school, because she also moved from the primary school to the secondary school too. I can't remember her name now, but I think she's a lawyer now. So she used to play football then in primary school.
Okay.
And when she's playing football, she had the trademark of playing with one shoe in her hand and using one shoe to play. And we were young then, like I was in primary 2, primary 3 then, when she was in primary 5, and she was a spectacle. You know, when she's playing in that field, everybody comes out to come and watch her, even after that young time, because she's a girl and everything. So I always had this idea that when a girl is playing sports, it's something serious, it's something special. Like people are interested.
Yeah.
I've always nurtured that idea in my mind. So along the line, years back, even in secondary school, there was still another girl again in my class, Adolfina, very good football player then, and she was also a spectacle when she was playing too. So, but along the line, I did my life happened, ended up in Scotland, and I graduated from a master's in business administration. So I was like, I want to set up a business actually, like okay, in sports management, where I would just represent players, help them with clubs and contract signing and brand deals and all that stuff. But then again, when I started contacting these players, a lot of them were like, we don't even have a club to play for in the first place. Before we can talk of brand management and brand manager and all that stuff, let's even have a club. That's when I now saw that there was an opportunity here. There was a market here. There's a market gap here. Yes, it's not very profitable now, but the moment I launched in July of 2024,
So
within
just a year ago.
just a year ago.
Oh,
A year ago. I started the whole process from 2023, but the club launched in 2024. And in just over 3 weeks, I had almost 30 girls report to the field, going to play. Like, so the market is there, the girls are there, the talent is there. And I'm just so happy that I was able to give them that platform. And going back to what I said about people wanting to come and watch that girl then play, it's literally what is happening now. Because if you have communication with the Edo State FA right now, everybody's talking about female sports right now in Edo State because we kind of built this competition. Edo Queens right now, they're on their toes because female clubs, my club is there, there's Braavos, there's Fortress Ladies. They're all trying to, be the number one female team in Edo State. We are not looking at, we are amateur, these Edo Queens. No. Anytime we are playing the State FA Cup that takes us to the national, it's war. It's war. Like, there's crowd, people coming out, turning out to come and watch. And I just see this and I'm like, okay, I think I'm doing something right here. So
that's quite encouraging. Can you take us through, because you just mentioned that you started the whole process in 2023, 2 years ago, and until last year before you launched. What was going on backstage? How was the registration, getting the pitch and all that? How was it like? Just give us a background of how.
I would first of all want to appreciate the social media space because everything was done remotely. Everything. So first of the kicker for me was when the Edo State FA announced that they were going to start the inaugural state league, women's state league. But the Edo Queens was not going to be part of it because it was just mainly us. So I was like, okay, there's an opportunity here for me because these other girls, they are like at the level where my own girls will be at the time of the launch. So I contacted there was a contact on the flyer, the e-flyer. I made contact with the person. He's the Edose FA secretary. I told him that, okay, I don't have a female club, but I would like to start one. I don't know how to go about it. We're like, okay, fine. Even though you don't have a club or anything, just get your name, come and register with the state FA and to be affiliated with the state FA. And then he will share contacts with me on ground of people that can help me since I'm not available. And I did that. I registered to affiliate with the Edose FA then. I think it was 70,000. And then to join the league, register for the league was 50,000. So that was 120,000 first. That I paid. And then he gave me some contacts. The first person I contacted, I actually wanted to do it in my hometown, which is Isha, because I was trying to build this local rivalry. Okay, Edo Queens is there representing Benin. Let me try and do something from Isha, like a rivalry kind of thing. But I looked at the logistics of it, transporting players, because there's no plan to have like competitions in that Ishan, Auchi area, just Benin. So I'm like, the logistics of bringing players, taking them back, accommodations, let me just do it in Benin. So the first person I contacted is one of all these coaches that way in Ekpoman. Although he's into under 14 boys, but he said he could help me arrange players, girls, female players from the university, local university, that's Ambrose Ali and around. But it turned out to just be a scam because he was just adding girls in his streets. One girl that does POS and all that stuff. He went to the state group, the Edo State FA WhatsApp group, and just started picking any female coach there and put it there as player. So I sensed that there was something wrong here. And because he was trying to just milk me, bring money for ball, bring money for this. But I was not seeing the players. I was like, take pictures of the players, do this. But then I started contacting the players one after the other. And after I realized that these are not even players, these are just normal people on the street that he just knows, maybe his ex-girlfriend and all that stuff. Along the line, I contacted a lady, Mrs. Helen Yakubu. She's part of the Edo State, part of the Edo Queens management staff and coaching staff, just one of the two technical advisors there. And she was also part of the WhatsApp group. And she was like, no, she's not a footballer, she's a coach. And I'm like, okay. I explained the whole scenario to her. I was like, okay, fine. That she contacts her husband, that he can probably help me and everything. And that was how we started. I met her husband, Mr. Yakubu. Very nice man. He helped me set up everything from start to finish. Looking for a field. We started playing in UPTH field, looking for a coach, recruiting players in Benin. He got girls from the local schools, Emotan College, Idia College, and some other players that, at some point in their life, they played for maybe Edo Queens for a while, or injury took them out, stuff like that. And so within 5-6 months, we were ready to go. So all we're just waiting for was just announcement for the league. So that was how everything started. And then when we had the players, we had the field, we got jerseys, thanks to the Uniben Alumni Series, our first jersey sponsors.
Yeah.
We launched in July last year, and that's just been up from there.
Yes, you just mentioned sponsorship parts. That was where my next question was coming from. Have you been able to, because running a football club is not easy, and even the big clubs in the world, they source for sponsorship every year. So how has it been for you? Have you been able to raise funds to cater for the welfare of your players, and administrative wise as well?
Getting a corporate sponsorship has been very difficult. As a matter of fact, I have not gotten any corporate
Do you
sponsorship.
think it's because it's female football? Or do you think it's not football, maybe in Edo State for now, or it's just because it's female football?
It's all encompassing. One is female football. Two, there's no visibility because it's an amateur side. Three, there are no competitions enough. I mean, throughout this year, except the FA Cup we played in January, there's been nothing. It's just been postponement. Okay, we'll do it, and all that. So because of logistic issues, or the FA on their own, no fault of theirs, but they've not gotten sponsorship to host this tournament for girls in the States. So it's all encompassing. It's the fact that it's the gender part of it, there's the visibility part of it, because most corporate bodies that I reach out to, they are like, okay, what's the benefit for us? So, but so far, I've been able to raise funds from just friends, families, which is, of course, my Uniben alumni community, and a lot of people that just see what I do online, and they're like, I like what you're doing. I like what you're doing for the girls. Maybe when I put a post about one girl that did one skill, they'll be like, I like this girl, I like this player. Let me buy her boots and stuff like that. So that just have been managing the welfare and funding of the club. And again, thanks to me being in the UK, I'm not going to be ashamed to say that I'm really capitalizing on the foreign exchange imbalance. So that is helping a lot. I mean, £150 is almost like 350,000. That goes a long way in a means to maintain a club. So I'm really capitalizing on that too. So
hopefully there will be sponsorship, and as you said, visibility has to be there, and this is to the Edo State FA. Yeah, you mentioned that they are doing their bit, but just so they can step it up a little, and reach out to prominent Dolites or prominent Nigerians who are sport-loving people, who have goodwill to help and sponsor the league. Let's talk about your player that went to the under-17 World Cup. Your club is barely 18 months, and you already have a player from your club representing the country at the under-17. Yeah, it was not a perfect tournament for us as a country, but for you, okay, let's just start from the beginning. How did you get the information? How was your player scouted? And when it was confirmed that Tabitha will be representing Nigeria. How did you feel?
Okay, so first of all, I would say this: when you are starting something, when you are starting a business or anything that you have to be in leadership, it is
Mm,
very, 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 very important that you recruit people that know their stuff. You recruit people that are in the sector, that have network in the sector, that industry, that have experience in that industry. And I would dare to say people that have influence, because this whole thing started from, kudos to my coach, Coach Toby, that's the head coach of my team. It all started from her. She's an ex-player. She played local football, but when the female football league in Nigeria was not very, very strong, she played in Benin State for, I think, Honey Badgers. So from there, she had contacts of all these people, coaches, ex-players that are now in the national team as technical advisors, and also that connection was there.
okay.
That's the first point of it. So I'm not going to come out here to make it look like, oh, we did
Mm,
one special. No, the first, that connection was there first of all,
yeah.
because the truth is, Nigeria today, you need to be able to push your players. You need to push your players to say, look at this player. This
Good,
player is
good.
good.
Yeah.
Yes, that, yes. Yeah. So, and the only way you can do that is not just to putting pictures online or videos online. You need that direct contact. Like, who is
Mm,
this person? Look at this person. And I had that with my coach.
mm,
So that's the first thing. So how did I get Tabitha? Tabitha was playing for a now defunct club, Honey Badgers. I don't know if they are still operating now, but the story then was they played this championship in 2024. 2024. It was, and the I think the deal with the management was, if they qualify from the championship to the league, that's when the club will still exist. But if not, they would be disbanded or they would merge with Benue Queens or something like that. So they didn't qualify, and that's that happened. So the players were released. The ones that went to join Benue Queens, they joined, and that
mm,
was how I was able to scout Tabitha. I scouted Tabitha and some other girls from from the team too, that came to play for me, and she was right from the get go. She was. I mean, I was like, okay, yes, she's already playing for. She already had championship experience already, and she's very young. Funny enough, she's very young. She already had championship experience already, and of course, it was just easy from there. So when the under 17 tournament came, by then we had already played the league, which we came third. We had played the state FA Cup. We had played. She was loaned out to a team to play for Betio Baseki Cup. We had played Edo State. We had played the national festival. So she was already getting this visibility already.
okay.
She was getting awards, man of the match, top goal scorer, all that stuff. So the moment we went to, was it Oshun for the national sports festival? That was when the under 17 coach saw her, scouted her. He scouted her independently, right?
Mm, mm,
Because he was scouting other players too.
yeah.
Only for him to like, okay, let me reach out to your club management. Let's see
Mm,
what's going on. Let's arrange everything. Called, called me, spoke to my coach. It was Coach Toby, someone that he knows already from way back. But like,
okay.
easy, you know. So that was how everything just went. And fortunately, Toby is also she's a Uniben student right now. She's in final year in engineering. Yeah,
Oh,
so she's also going to be an alumni very soon.
very soon.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. Um, you talked about your Tabitha getting into the team, and this was you mentioned earlier that, oh, there was connection, but your closing remark also made it known that it was a talent at the festival.
Yes.
Yes, that brought her out. I want to talk about the professionality of your team. Are these girls under contracts? Are they? Do you sign contract with these girls? Are they like what we see other established and well-structured teams where they have particular number of years they are signed onto your team, or how is the structure like?
I don't sign contract with them
Okay,
because a lot of them are under 18.
okay,
A lot of my players are under 18, so I don't sign contract with them. So what I do is I just register them with the club,
okay.
and they are registered. Since they are registered with my club, that's a document. That's an agreement. Document. They have signed that they are registered with the club.
So
And
if they intend to leave, maybe they have offer from somewhere. How do you proceed with that?
If they want to leave,
Hmm.
first of all, if a club comes for them,
Yeah.
we do things in the right way. Talk, release the player, and all that stuff. So far, I barely take money from other clubs for loan, because maybe it's just to play one small competition, that stuff. And I'm trying to push these girls as much as possible. And as an administrator, I know how hard it is running a club. One of the edges that I have, like I said, is having this foreign exchange as a backup. And then I can see how other coaches are struggling. Yeah, so I barely charge when they come for this girl, because there's little or no competition. So the few ones that are available, maybe in a state, in a different state, and they please, I saw this your girl, oh, please, I will send. But if they want to just leave, maybe they don't like the club, which I've had only one case like that, they are free to go.
Okay.
They are free to go, because I'm not right now. It's an amateur side, and we are just keeping it that way. But very soon we'll want to step up to play the third division in Nigerian league and all that stuff. We'll start having a more concise structure and signing agreements and all that stuff. But right now, you don't like what's going on, or you feel like you can do something better somewhere, you're free to go. There's no problem. I don't tie them down.
That's fair enough. Let's talk about your Uniben days. You mentioned earlier your Uniben true and that's absolutely correct. We are proud of what you do. You're actually showing the Uniben spirit out there. You bagged a Bachelor of Science degree in geology from
Yes.
the Faculty of Physical Sciences
Yes.
of our university. What was the motivation behind? What influenced your choice of geology?
Actually, it was not actually, to be honest. I was going for medicine just like everybody else. I couldn't get medicine. I was like, okay, let me do the next best thing, which is geology.
But they are not actually close.
Yeah, it was like my brother is a medical doctor. My other brother is a medical doctor, and his now wife, then she was his girlfriend. She was in geology. And my brother had been in medical school and everything. It was like, if you're not doing medicine, dentistry, nursing, or pharmacy, there's no need being in medical school. That was his thinking at that time.
Yeah.
Because he didn't see the idea of doing physiotherapy or anatomy, or like, if you're not doing medicine, pharmacy, dentistry, or nursing, no need, just go do something else. And then I just started looking for options. Okay, what do I do and all that. So funny enough, I got admission to health education first. That was my first jam and all those stuff. I got admission there, but I left. I dropped out basically. I didn't write the first semester exam because I saw my jam score for the next year and it was quite good and everything. So I was like, okay, I wrote again. And I got optometry. So that was where that talk of you're not in medical school, all this optometry, biochemistry, those ones. Yeah, and funny enough, it was later we got to realize that optometry is not so bad. But after that time, limited
information.
so it was a big argument in the house and all that stuff. So I'm not blaming my brother or anything, because it was everybody's decision. My mom, my dad, my brother. Everybody just wanted the best for me, basically.
So, do you regret studying geology?
No, I don't regret studying geology at all. I don't regret, because the optometry was given to me. It's not like I applied for it. So I was even there, and I didn't even like the course in the first place. I was just looking at it like, should I write another jam again? Because I still had friends that were still writing jam again for the third time.
Yeah.
Should I write again? Should I? So I was still looking at one, but I was like, I beg, there's no need for all this writing jam multiple times as if you are doing birthday or wedding anniversary. Let me just look for what's the best option for me. Should I transfer to pharmacy, or should I transfer to geology? Because those were the options I had. Luckily, geology could accept from life sciences, because optometry is in life science.
Yeah.
So geology can accept from life science.
Okay.
So I had the opportunity to either go to pharmacy through the there was this system that they did then. I think you could do well in your first semester, something like that. They was
No.
how they told you arrange this year with your GPA that time. We could transfer to pharmacy and everything, but I just said, let me just do the 4-year course, geology. Some of my classmates were there, like the late Blessing Obaze, she was there. She was in geology. So and you don't have to drop a year. Most times when you're transferring, you have to drop a year. And you don't have to drop a year. I was start again from just going from 200 level. So I was like, let me just do that. So that was it. There was no, I had no plans of doing geology ever. Ever. The first time I heard geology was when my brother's girlfriend at the time got into geology. My brother got medicine, she got geology. That was the first time I heard there was a course called geology. All I knew was geography and regional planning. I didn't know anything about geology. So that was it, basically.
Okay, let's talk about your Uniben life. From staff school to UDSS, our UDSS, then Uniben. Specifically Uniben, how was your day-to-day like? How was your routine like in Uniben?
Should I say Uniben as when I was a student in university or just
You can sum everything up because the staff school, the UDSS are also part of Uniben. For those of us that were privileged to have that background before coming into the university, is an addition for us.
yeah. So the one thing I would say is that the Uniben experience gave me confidence and that competitive spirit. Because whether we like it or not, you are surrounded by you are in the academic environment, which is the university, and you are surrounded by professors, doctors, their children that they've also set a high standard for them that they must meet academically. So you are surrounded by these people, and consciously or unconsciously, you just compete academically. You just try to be the best academically, and you try to be the best in everything. If you're not the best in academics, at least try to be the best in football, or try to be the best runner in your school or in your class or in your set. So that competitive edge, that's what that was the real experience for me in Uniben, and it was like that all through from primary school, secondary school, university. It was just that, trying to be the best, knowing that there are people ahead of you. There's an alumni ahead of you that is waiting for you, that is rooting for you, and you cannot just afford to fail. Because looking at my club, like I told you, I've raised some funding from the Indian community and all that stuff. It's just that collaboration that we have, but you have to do your part. You have to show that excellence, and then so that's basically it. And it's fun, basically meeting people and all that stuff. But the real takeaway for me, from my experience, is that competitive edge that it gives you to take on life and just go on.
I quite agree. I agree with you on that. Lastly, let's go back to your club, Braavos. So what's the short-term plan? What do you have for us in the coming few years? What's the plan for the club?
So right now we are trying to get into the third division, the Nigerian Women League. So that's the short-term plan. We want to play the third division next year. That's our one-year plan, and then we want to also maybe get another player, of course, into the with under 17 again or under 20. That's always a plan. And in the long term, of course, just progress from there, from the third division to the championship, and then to maybe the Premier League, if the financial resources are available. But we want to start playing serious football from next year. God willing, we'll start playing serious football next year. So that's the plan that's the plan for Braavos right now.
Okay, thank you so much, Edose Osime.
Thank you very much. Very happy to be here.
Glad talking to you, and we are really proud of what you're doing
Thank you.
Football. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've been speaking with the founder and director of Braavos Female Football Club, Edose Osime. Continue to subscribe to our channel, bringing more exclusive interviews of Uniben alumni. Bye.
1970, we sure we did the forefront. Knowledge for service, for sure we did the work. Auditorium to basement of all faculty of law.